Hey everybody, this is Candace Yvette with Blackwomenaware. First, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who comes by and supports my page. It really does mean a lot to me. If you all can please press the like or dislike button and subscribe, comment, or even email me if you have any suggestions, questions, or concerns. My email is always going to be in the description box. Again, thank you for visiting my channel. Hey guys, it's Candace Yvette with Blackwomenaware. So I had to jump in real quick and give this message. First, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you for visiting my page. Thank you for showing support and being concerned about the injustices that Black women and children face every day in the United States. I really do appreciate your support. You don't know how much that means to me, especially because I myself am a Black woman. I'd also like to put this quick disclaimer out there. Do not come to my page victim shaming or blaming. You will be immediately blocked for that. I do not tolerate it. There is no need for it. And I'm pretty sure you knew what you were saying in the comment before you posted it. So be respectful. Many of the victims, their families come back and they visit this page. I am their advocate. This is their safe space. No disrespect will be tolerated. You all have a good day. I'm going to let you go back into the commentary. Every 5.5 hours in the United States of America, a Black woman or child is murdered. Stop killing Black women. Stop killing Black children. Wait, hold up. Now, before we get started in today's topic, I wanted to share one last but important and exciting thing with y'all. So I have been communicating with the ladies over at Black Femicide US, and this year's 2022 Black Women's March is going to be held in August. It's going to be held precisely August 27th, 2022. That's a Saturday, y'all, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We're going to be marching around the city. Yes, you heard me correctly. I said we're, because Candace Yvette is going to be in attendance, and I am honored to be there. I feel privileged to be there. There's going to be raffles. There's going to be food. There's going to be guest speakers. So if you can, please come out and join us. If you can't join us physically, support us virtually. Share and like this video. Share it with all your friends, or if you can't share the video, go over to Black Femicide's Instagram or their Facebook page, find this flyer and share it. I'm going to read their statement before I go into today's topic. It's one that, even though they wrote, I agree with it as well. So it says, we're going to be marching for the liberation of Black women and girls. We march to bring awareness to the issues that Black women and girls face uniquely and disproportionately. We march to honor Black women and girls and to discuss our plan of action on our future in this country that directly ties to our liberation. Beautiful statement. So I hope you guys can come out and join us. Again, the date is August 27th of 2022. The place is Washington, D.C. We're going to be meeting at the Washington Monument, okay? Washington Monument. So if you can be there, be there. If you need more information, just email me or send Black Femicide US a DM. All right, now it's time to go into our topic. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Candace Yvette and I am back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be covering a case that came to me out of the Dallas, Texas area. Now, I do have to say trigger warning for this video, okay, because it is very sensitive and it will anger you, okay? But I have to do what I promised that I would do. I have to live up to the channel's name and make you all aware. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So it says a Dallas police officer accused of assaulting multiple children took in a 14-year-old girl, a 14-year-old child, in other words, y'all, and repeatedly raped her in 2011 after a man who had trafficked her was arrested, police allege. Okay, so this cop who had took a sworn oath to protect and serve took this child in, and instead of getting her to safety, getting her to the hospital, getting her checked out, and connecting her with social services, so that they could get her therapist and talk to her family and all. He took her in and further abused her. This is the community that we're living in, y'all. And as y'all can see, this is a black man, okay? This is a black man or whatever. And the reason why I bring that up is because too often in our community, we're not aware of, as black women, who really are the terrorists to us. Like, okay, I'm not gonna say it's not men of no color or anything like that. I would be lying and I would be going against my word, because as y'all see on my channel, I cover those cases too. I don't care really about the race of the men. I care if it's anything done against black women and children. But who is in the majority is doing this is black men, okay? And too often we're thinking that these men are our allies. We're thinking that they're our friends, that we can trust them, and we really can't. Like, the majority of time, we're being preyed upon in our own communities, in our own backyards, okay? So let's keep going. So it says Officer Tyrone Williams Jr., age 49, was booked into the Dallas County Jail this week on a second charge of S-word assault of a child. The first charge was filed last June when he turned himself in to the authorities after the daughter of a family friend said he forced himself on her while she was sleeping the month before. Wow. A whole monster, y'all. And this is all according to the court records. He also was accused by an attorney of assaulting at least 2 other underage girls, a total of 4, but the status of those 2 cases wasn't clear. Police said that additional victims were identified in June, but didn't say why it took nearly a year to file the second charge. Williams' attorney, Scotty Allen, said in a prepared statement that Williams is an exemplary officer, and said good officers aren't immune from patently false and totally unsupported allegations. I highly doubt that, these young girls lied on him for what? For what? You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't lying on you, okay? And why would they say you did that? You're an officer of the law. Why would they say you did that? You know what I'm saying? Why would anybody come out and say this, especially after the one of the young girls had already been sexually assaulted by somebody who, like a man who was trafficking her or whatever, and then she come out and say the cop, it's just like, the story basically is so outlandish that I'm saying, like, who would make that up? But hopefully the evidence and the truth will be revealed soon. So let's keep going. So these young ladies were severely troubled youth with a myriad of disciplinary and mental health issues, he wrote. What's even more troubling, so now he's trying to say because they have disciplinary or behavioral issues and they had mental health issues, they could be lying. Okay, but when you think about it, and I have worked with people who have mental disabilities and behavioral issues, those are the people that's the most abused, because people figure, oh, you're thrown off or you're crazy, because that's how they think. They think people with mental disabilities are crazy, and oh, you won't be able to tell anyways. I literally had a client of mine come up pregnant, and she was pregnant by a coworker, y'all, a male coworker. So it does happen. So because the lawyer is trying to say these young ladies had disciplinary issues and mental health issues, that doesn't put the blame, in my opinion, off of this officer. That further makes me question the officer more, being that I have that prior experience working with people who have mental health issues. Okay, now let me continue to read his statement. What's even more troubling than their stories is the fact that, okay, there are those who will use them for profit and vindicate their petty politics. We look forward to bringing this case before the proper tribunal as quickly as possible for full and complete vindication. Okay, attorney Hunt Bonneville, okay, I hope I pronounced his name right, contacted Dallas police on June 21st, a week after Williams was arrested on the first charge, to report the officer had assaulted 3 other girls, all of whom police interviewed that same day. Police wrote in the arrest warrant affidavit. Bonneville told the Dallas Morning News that Williams assaulted the 3 girls over a period of 5 to 10 years. He said the girls contacted Dallas Police, Lancaster Police, and Child Protective Services years ago, but nothing was done. Okay, their cries for help went unnoticed. Nobody cared. It fell on deaf ears. Let's keep going. The Texas Department of Family Protective Services declined to comment on specifics of the case, but said its procedure in cases like this for victims to undergo an examination before the case is referred to law enforcement. Lancaster police said they could not find any record of the case in their system. So basically that doesn't mean these girls didn't report it. That means somebody did not document. Okay, let's keep going. Dallas police did not immediately respond to a request for a comment. When you ask the question, how did they even survive? That in itself is amazing, Bonnie said. These 3 minor girls were raped repeatedly over several years, and when they reported to a number of different authorities, they didn't believe them. Okay? Now, that's crazy. I would rather, if somebody is telling me something and I'm an authority figure, I would rather believe them, document their report of abuse, and fully investigate. And if they are lying, let that come out later than allowing this to fall on deaf ears. That's the problem with our communities and with these with these so-called police departments and all this stuff. That's what pisses you off. But let me go on. As a result, he stayed on the street and did it again to someone else. Bonnie said police need a system that ensures predators stay off the force. And they need a system that locks these people up and give them harsher sentences and things. Let's keep going. It says, not a drama story of people. It's just not a drama story of people trying to get money. He said, we have 3 little girls that really were brave. Just people finally believing them is going to help them with their medical condition and how they get treated going forward. That's what it's about. In the case for, okay, y'all, hold on. In the case for which he was arrested this week, Williams is accused of assaulting a teenage girl for about 7 months in the year of 2011. He was friends with the girl's mother. That's how they get in. That is how they get in. Okay. And like I always tell y'all, when it comes to predators know a child's support system. It's either the parents, the teachers, daycare workers, guardians, grandparents, whoever is around that child is like that line of protection. And what they do, a lot of people think predators just groom children. No, y'all, I've worked with pedophiles before. They will groom the adults too. Okay, I was one of those adults, and my job was to supervise these predators, make sure they had no access to internet, make sure they were not out in the public by themselves. They couldn't shit by themselves unless I was there, because they just that slick. I've had predators like to staff member who worked at the same facility where I worked. They would steal cell phones out of their jobs and lock themselves in their rooms and search up child pornography and stuff like that. So they really are slick as oil. And the minute that they meet you, because you're new, that's when they really hone in on you, because they know you don't know them like that. They know they can't pull their slickness over on staff who really knew them. But when they know you don't know them like that, that's when they try to immediately begin their grooming process, because you don't know them. And what they do is they try to befriend you, or if they have behavioral issues along with being a pedophile, they will try to, like, whenever they're with you, try to not spaz out on you, try to not give you a hard time, because when they basically trying to break your guards down and trying to make you less aware and alert, so that when y'all are around, like, he can get away with more. So one of the predators that I used to work with, how he used to try to start in on me is he would try to, like I said, that buddy system. And then he would try to ease me in. Okay, buddy, when you come into work, let's watch this movie. And the movie would be something that was basically not censored, and we would see, like, it'd be like something along the lines of American Pie or something like that. And when the people are coming on screen, you're seeing full body parts, you know what I'm saying, full private parts, and it wasn't censored. And one thing that I learned to do is nip that shit quick in the bud, because if you don't, they're going to keep going further. Now get this through y'all heads. They never stopped attempting to pull a fast one on you, but when you nip it in the bud quick, they have to revamp their whole system. They have to revamp how they come at you. Okay, how I'm gonna come at her now, because the movie and the buddy system shit didn't work. So now I gotta switch it up and switch up my approach and try to come at her a different way. So they never stop trying, but you slow them down by nipping that shit in the bud. Okay, when you don't nip it in the bud, they just move from level 1 to level 2 to level 3. When you nip it in the bud, they gotta redo level 1, keep redoing level 1. Okay, so these people are very dangerous, sick people. Let's keep going. So it says, in the case for which he was arrested this week, Williams is accused of assaulting a teenage girl for about 7 months, and he was friends with the girl's mother, as I've already read, and he and another officer, recovered her after she ran away from home and was found in a motel, the affidavit says. The girl was a victim of S-word trafficking, and police arrested her trafficker, who was convicted on a charge of prostituting a child and sentenced to 12 years in prison. In my case, he shouldn't be alive, but that's my opinion. It shouldn't be no 12 years in prison. You should be offed. But let me keep going. And this is all according to the affidavit. The girl who went to a juvenile facility, and she later told the authorities that her mother visited her there and told her that she would be living with Williams when she was released, the affidavit said. So I believe the mother is partly responsible too. It seems like the mother was going along with it too. And that's just my opinion, but let me keep going. The girl began to live with Williams and his daughter on January of 2011, according to the affidavit. Police said Williams was listed as her guardian. The mother must have signed over rights, or somebody gave him rights as her guardian in school records. The girl told authorities she felt safe with Williams because he was a police officer. That's why she felt safe, because he was a police officer. Now hold that in y'all minds. I'm gonna keep reading. The affidavit says, but on her very first night with him, she said he gave her a long t-shirt to wear, then later undressed and raped her, police said in the affidavit. So she stopped feeling safe with him after he assaulted her. But when she initially went to live with him, she did feel safe because he was a police officer, not because of his personality, not because of he took care of her well or any of that shit. Let's keep going. The girl said Williams repeatedly came home during his lunch break over the next several months and assaulted her, according to the affidavit. She reported that she thought Williams would unalive her if she told anybody about the abuse, adding that he told her he knows how to make people come up missing. I believe her. She told authorities that he also threatened to tell the man who trafficked her where she lived, the affidavit said. And this demon was working for the police department. So I'm trying to basically get y'all aware enough to, I'm trying to get y'all to see that these predators are not hiding in the shadows. These are not underworld people. And whenever we hear terms like shadows and underworld, we think these people are hiding, and when they come out, we can readily identify them. Hell no. These people are your judges. They're the police officers. They're school teachers. They work around your kids. So we have to be on high alert, parents and guardians, at all fucking times. Let's keep going. So she told authorities that he had also threatened to tell the man who had trafficked her where she lived, the affidavit says. The assaults ended when Williams was deployed on military duty and the girl went to live with her uncle, according to the affidavit. Dallas police launched an investigation into the girl's case last year after Williams was arrested on the first charge. They spoke with Williams' sister, who said Williams took care of the girl because the mother was having difficulty with her behavior, the affidavit says. The girl's mother told police that Williams was a family friend. The mother said she had known Williams for about a year before he took her daughter into custody. That ain't long enough for nobody to, you let this man take custody of your daughter and you only knew him for a year? Something ain't adding up. So she says she had known him for about a year before he took custody of her daughter as a runaway, and added that she had problems with her daughter. And that's all according to the affidavit. Police also spoke to the girl's uncle, who told them the relationship between Williams and his niece was very weird and improper. Okay, like I discussed in the Lauren Juma case. If you guys have not seen that story, go down in my videos and you will find that story. That's also about a teen who was in Texas as well, who was not only raped, but she was unalived by her mother's boyfriend. Now, whenever you have a situation with an adult and a child, and the only way you can describe that relationship or situationship as weird, you need to investigate further. Okay, you just need to, because that means something serious is going on. Because that's the same thing that Lauren Juma's older sister said after Lauren Juma had been unalived by her mother's boyfriend. She said that the man was weird, and their relationship, the sister and the younger sister, and the relationship with that boyfriend was weird. Okay, let's keep going. So adding that, the girl used to video chat with Williams and write him letters that were not normal while he was deployed overseas, according to the affidavit. He told the police that it bothered him so much that he wanted to beat up Williams. Okay, so that let y'all know the uncle knew something was going on. The uncle wanted to fuck him up for it. The uncle said he found a letter the girl had written to Williams telling him she was using birth control. Okay, this some creepy ass shit. The affidavit says the uncle said he confronted Williams, and Williams never gave a direct answer. Of course he's not. According to the affidavit, Williams was in custody at the Dallas County Jail Thursday in lieu of $100,000 bail. He has not been indicted in the 2021 case, and the Dallas County District Attorney's Office did not respond to a request to comment on the status of the case. He remains with the department, but on administrative leave, y'all. Ain't that fucked up? Not fired, not behind bars, not nothing. While police conduct an internal investigation. He has been on the force since March of 2009 and was assigned to the South Central Patrol Division. Okay, now I can see just by looking at this man that he's a scumbag, and I'm not looking at him physically, I'm looking at him spiritually. Something is like off with this man, and I'm curious about his upbringing, you know what I'm saying, and what he was exposed to, because nobody just grows up and becomes a predator. You know, people were exposed to things in their youth. But I pray for these young girls, because it's fucked up that didn't nobody believe them, and they been reporting this demon. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment sections about this case. I'm going to move on to the next my next few videos that I have to work on or whatever. I have to get off of here because it's sickening me out, and looking at this man's face is just creeping me out. But y'all completely, like, just please take what I'm saying seriously. Okay, listen to me completely. Take what your children are telling you or showing you, if they can't tell you, seriously. The uncle seen that something was off with his niece, you know, and I just wish he would have pushed further, but because of Williams' job, that probably kept him at bay. You know what I'm saying? That's what probably kept him at bay, is because he knew the predator was an officer. Okay, but I just wish something more was done, because this man could have been set up. They could have set up hidden cameras in her room. It's a whole lot of shit that I could think of that could have happened to get this monster off the fucking streets and off the police force. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to jump off of here. You all make sure you be safe, be alert, be aware. This is Candace Yvette, and I am signing off.